Listen students, just now we discussed about quadrants. Now we are going to discuss some problems based on quadrants. For example, question number 1, 25 degree. Question number 1, 25 degree. Which lies in which quadrant? This angle lies in which quadrant? Already we discussed about the quadrants. This is first quadrant. Consider this is x-axis, this is origin, y-axis. See, 25 degree. This is the initial side. From this initial side, we can draw an arc. This arc must lies in the first quadrant. Therefore, 25 degree lies in the first quadrant. See here, the given is 25. It is a positive angle. Positive angles are denoted in the direction of anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, 25 degree lies in the first quadrant. In the same way, for example, I can write sum number 2 like this, 825 degree. Now, I can discuss 825 degree. 825 degree means it has more than 360 degree. More than 360 means we have to eliminate complete rotations. One complete rotation having 360 degree. So now it is 825 degree. So it has two complete rotations. So two complete rotations means we have to subtract 720 degree. 720 degree, if we are removing this one, we can get 5, here 0, here. So 105 degree. So instead of this 825 degree, we are going to find the place of 105 degree. The meaning of 105 degree is greater than 90. See here 0 degree, it is 90 degree, y-axis is 90 degree. Now 105 means the terminal side must lie in the second quadrant. 105 degree means greater than 90 degree. So from initial side to terminal side, this terminal side must lie in the second quadrant. Like this, for example, we can third question. We have a third question, minus 55 degree. So 825 degree means we have to remove the two complete rotations. After that, it lies in the second quadrant. Now the third question is minus 55 degree. Minus 55 degree. Carefully see this negative symbol. The negative symbol indicates the rotation. Already we discussed about the rotations. We have two types of rotation. One rotation is anti-clockwise, another one is clockwise. Anti-clockwise rotations are positive theta. Clockwise rotations are negative theta. See here negative symbol. Therefore, from this initial side, our rotation must be in the clockwise. This is negative theta. 55 degree lies in which quadrant? See here, it is first one, second one, third, this is fourth one. So minus 55 degree lies in the fourth quadrant. It is nothing but negative direction first quadrant. See negative direction 55, negative direction, it lies in the first quadrant. But we are concluding 1, 2, 3, 4 means it lies in the fourth quadrant. Minus 55 degree lies in the fourth quadrant. The first two sums are positive angle. The third one is negative angle. If negative gives, then see this rotation. This rotation is clockwise rotation. Then question number 4. This is question number 4. 328 degree. Question number 4. You can refer your books. Now see 325 degree. Sorry, 28 degree. 328 degree means so 0, 90, 180, then 270. It is greater than 270, less than 360. From this initial side to this rotation. This rotation means it lies in the fourth quadrant. 328 means greater than 270. less than 360 lies in the fourth quadrant. It is in the anti-clockwise direction. The reason is positive angle. Then the fourth question one, minus 230 degree. Minus 230 degree. See that? Question number 4. This is your question number 4. See, negative direction. Negative gives the rotation in the clockwise. See, 230 degree. From this is the starting place, this is the initial. It covers 90. From this, 180. Then 230 after 180. In negative direction, it is 270. 180. That means it lies in the second quadrant. It lies in the second quadrant. So negative direction, if you are getting a negative, it is clockwise rotation, then clockwise rotation, then more than 180, it lies in the second quadrant. In this way, we are able to find out the given angle lies in which quadrant. For example, more than 100, more than 1000, whatever the given angle. So conclude whether the rotation is positive direction or negative direction. Here positive direction means anti-clockwise. Negative direction means clockwise. So see the question whether it gives negative or the given data is positive. Then negative means use the rotation in the clockwise. Given positive, use the rotation in the anti-clockwise. Then the given angle is more than 360, then subtract 360. Then it has two rotations. 2 times 360 means subtract 720. Like this, we are able to denote the given angle which lies in the quadrant. We are able to find out exact quadrant. Listen students, we already discussed about coterminal angles. Based on that concept, we are going to see some problems based on the coterminal angle. Question number 1. See, 395 degree. 395 degree. We are going to select the quadrants as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the quadrants. Here x axis, y, then x dash, y dash, 0 degree, 90, 180, 270, again 360. Again 360. So now given is 395 degree. 395 degree more than 360. So you have to subtract one complete rotation from this. You have to subtract one complete rotation from this. 395, 360, subtraction we can get 35. Therefore, 395 degree lies in the first quadrant. See, 35 degree where it lies. This is 35 degree. Consider 35 degree. How we are able to denote 395 from this same initial side? From this same initial side, it complete one rotation. After that, the remaining 35. Therefore, 395 and 35 have the same terminal side. 35 means from here to this place. This is the initial side, this is the terminal side. This terminal side means 35 degree. First 35 degree we denote. After that 395. It has one complete rotation. See, from this it completes one complete rotation. Again the remaining 35. Therefore 395 and 35 degree are the coterminal angles. The meaning is it has same terminal side but different types of rotation. More than one rotation or more than 2 rotations. Like this we are able to denote. So 395 and 35 are the coterminal angles. See the second one. 1150. 1150. See this question. It has 3 complete rotations. 3 times 360. It has 3 complete rotations. 3 times 360, we can get 1080. So 1150 is given. It has 3 complete rotations. Remove the 3 complete rotations. 1080. Then the remaining is 70. Now we can draw the quadrant diagram as usual. Then first take the 70 degree. So 70 degree lies in the first quadrant. Consider this is 70 degree. Now 1150 again we are going to denote in this diagram means it completes 3 rotations. For example, 1 rotation, 2 rotation, again 3 rotation. It completes 3 rotation. The remaining degree is once again 70. Therefore 70 and 1150 degrees are coterminal angles. These 2 angles are said to be coterminal angles. Initially we discussed the definition. Coterminal angles have the same terminal side but different types of rotation, different number of rotations, whether it may be clockwise or it may be anti-clockwise. Now see the third one. We already see 2 examples in the anti-clockwise rotations. Now discuss the third one, minus 270 degree. Carefully see this negative symbol. If you are getting a negative symbol, then see here, initial side. This is the initial side. From this, we are conclude this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. Then it is 360. 0 and 360 are in the same place. Now listen. From this starting place, we have to move our direction in the clockwise. From this point, now it completes 90 degree. From this, it completes 180 degree. From this, it completes 270. From each quadrant, we are having 90. This is the starting place. The 90, 180, 270. This direction shows negative 270 degree. Then the terminal side ends in which place? 90 degree. Therefore, minus 270 degree and 90 degree have the same terminal side. 90 means from this we can write. This is 90. So, this is the clockwise rotation. This is the anti-clockwise rotation. Minus 270 ends in this place, that means y-axis. 90 has the terminal side in y-axis. Therefore, minus 270 and 90 degree are said to be coterminal angles. Like this, we are able to denote coterminal angles. Now, we have 2 types of rotations. One rotation clockwise, another rotation anti-clockwise. Then we have 4 quadrants. Based on 4 quadrants, we are able to plot any angle. So, this is the concept. First concept we learn. So, we learned the first concept, quadrants and types of rotations.